Hi there, Ron here, Variable Play, and welcome to just me testing out something that I've been wanting to do. And this is to paint my stuffed fables. See, there they are. Really cute. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. Uh, this is pretty much just uh, a test, although this is a very scary way to test things. I am also testing out uh, a setup where you guys can just see me paint. I am in no means good at painting, but um, with the inspiration from our friends from Pilipintados, I think that you have to start somewhere. And same goes with painting. Fine, the your where you start probably won't be as pretty, but again, you got to start somewhere. So we're going to paint today. Uh, See, I've forgotten their names. So he has a mallet, and I should be looking up their picture references just so I am not messing up the colors too bad. Start. So just tell me if my audio is fine and if you guys are not doing anything on a Friday night, then please feel free to join me here. And we shall be seeing how I am going to mess this up. Hopefully not too bad. Okay. Well. Hmm, where is a good version of? There you go. Good enough. Hi. All right. So, um, I don't have a lot of space here, and I don't. You know what? Just to be sure, I'm gonna check the stream if I can. No, can I hear myself? Okay, let me double check. Yeah, I can hear myself fine. I can hear myself fine. Hi, everyone. So, first things first. What I've done with the mini is I have tried my best to sort of cut off some of the mold lines. I'm not entirely sure if I did it well. Probably not. I still see some there. And then I'm going to be uh, do coating it with the primer. And the only primer I have with me is just a primer, a gray primer from Armor Komodo. And I can't do spray primers, so I have to do brush on primers. So we shall see how this works out. And I would be checking on the stream from time to time, but I won't be able to see it live because I'll be zooming out so I can see my miniature more. And I'm going to use the screen as some sort of like preview device. Alrighty, let's get started. Okay, so we're just gonna prime the miniature. I'm not entirely sure if that's too thick, but I'm really lazy and I try to just do it in one go. Seems to be thin because it's not sticking as much. But they said it's okay for primers to not stick that much. Although I already um, soaked this with soapy water uh, for a few minutes, warm soapy water. So to release the mold release thing. I Once I leave it to dry and wait for it to dry up, I'll check on the stream. So if you guys have questions or again, I am already saying I am really sorry for the experts who actually know how to do this correctly and properly. I am probably super butchering this at the moment, but as I mentioned, um, I I just want to get started, and even if it really looks pretty ugly at the moment, hopefully it all pans out. Alright. Um, that is so gloopy. I don't know if I did that correctly. What is the golden? So I have a question here from Soy. What is that golden cap base that I'm using? It is from. You guys know that uh, the Sampalok candy. I think this is Sampalok candy, and that's my base. I actually have with me my real base, which is this one. Really works well. It's a Barocca bottle can. This one is amazing because it feels like it's intended for the thing because you're holding it like with your hand fully rested, and then you have your mini right there. So it's just so I can't my camera can't focus anymore if it's this close. So we kind of need to do this. Yeah. So it looks familiar, right? If you have those Vietnamese, that's salty or sour one. So that is that. All right. Uh, do we want another coat of primer? Maybe let's thin that a little bit, and let's just go with another pass. Just just to even things out. There, it seems to be sticking better. Oops. Alrighty. To move my hand to where it's visible. Seems to be a nice, good coverage already. Maybe a little bit too much. I don't know. No, we shall find out. All right. He seems covered and happy. All right. Now we wait again. Actually, um, so typically when I would do this, I would just rapidly prime all of them in one go. Just don't even bother trying to 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 sort of do a clean job at it. Um, Mainly because I just want it to be over with. Not sure if that's a good attitude for painting. Probably not. We shall find out. Ooh, see, see, sometimes, and I know they said this that nobody's gonna look be below the mini, right? Except I would. So might as well just paint it. Alrighty, we wait for that. While waiting, how was your Friday, everyone? I'm not sure. I think I should really be doing like some other mini while I'm doing this. Otherwise, we will be waiting here for hours. You know what I also do, which is weird, because most of the time I only have one um, only have one sort of holder. Other one is technically the one that can be higher. And so, in order for me to remove this without putting um, marks on it, I'm using chopsticks to to pry the mini out. Of course, I'm still gonna be. There we go. One mini served on a chopstick. Set them down on my plate, and then we're gonna be crazy and try to do another mini at the same time. Let's go. It's fine. Always shake. No more, Brandon? Oh no. Is it for real? Or is it just clogged up? I hope it's just clogged up. That's weird. Oh, there. Hi, Mikey. Well, not painting again. I mean, I don't do it as often. But yes, I am painting at the moment. I don't paint much. I don't have a lot of time to paint. But when I do, I try to paint a lot of them all in one go. All right. Let's get that. Put that up a little bit. And let's do it. I'm guessing this. So, what a time to be alive. We need to play Warhammer. You know what I really want to try? And I've only tried it on on Xbox. It's Blood Bowl. I really like that system. I had so much fun with all of the races, and I'm pretty sure it's also going to be fun to paint. But though that one I really liked. Okay, that seems to be coating a lot better. So maybe the soap uh, is able to remove more of that. So Mikey says, uh, I happen to know how to play Blood Bowl now. I'll get into it if you will. Okay? Tara, konsentador, di ba? Enablers tayo, enablers. Let's go! Do it, sabi ni Denmark. Do it. So Mikey said it's the most board gamiest of the the Warhammer universe. I think so. Um, a lot more tactical, and I just love the whimsical nature of all of the races. That's why I find it very interesting. Huh. That seems to be a little bit better coverage, except for the back of his face. There we go. That seems to be a little bit painted more. See, this is my problem. The focus is down here. Speaking of war games, sino kaya ang pwede ma-interview for that category? Definitely talk to the well, you gotta qualify. War games like miniature war games or like classic military simulation type war games. Those are kind of different genres. So Mikey said, I really enjoyed Blood Bowl on Steam. Now I actually want the minis. I know that's what I meant. See, this I don't know if anybody else in the world does this. Tinipid yung ano, di ba? I am not entirely sure if anybody else in the world chopsticks their mini. So this is my. I'm not even sure if this is putty. I just saw one of my son's eraser, or it feels like putty. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it is. All right, let's bring back our. Okay, now we're gonna get started with blue tack works better than gray putty. I don't have blue tack, and I'm not even sure if this is gray putty. I guess it could be just clay. Not entirely. I just got it from my son's um, art stuff. So that was his. A lot of my brushes are from him. Yeah. So blue tack works better than gray putty. No, don't got him. All right. Let's see. First, reference wise, what are we painting? Where did that go? Okay, so as what Juice mentioned before, you gotta start with the inside going out, kind of like wearing, sort of dressing up, but you're dressing up from everything that you could see, because that's just how it works. So we're gonna start with um, some So normally these have a sort of grayish, like dark eyes, and then we'll have some sort of slate color for his body, and then how did I secure the mini? How did I secure the mini on the cap? See that clay thing. I'm not entirely sure if it's putty or eraser. Do I have it with me? See, it's this one. It is this thing. So you guys tell me. I just saw it with my son's. I think it's just clay, but maybe it's putty. I'm not entirely sure. But somehow that sticks it enough. Sorry, no idea. No worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a little bit of gray for his eyes, and then maybe touch up those. Yeah, that's the biggest part. The rest of his body, we're gonna go with some sort of slate blue, and then uh, for his shirt, that's gonna be so the body's somewhat grayish with a tinge of blue. Then the shirt's gonna be blue. The ears could be sort of pink, uh, and then we have some wooden pieces, the mallet, the steel for the mallet. I don't know if I can pull off a gold. That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. So let's see if I can paint that. Shirt on the back, mallet. Let's start with the gray. And I'm going to also give you guys a glimpse of the colors that I'll be using. So let's start with gray. What is my gray? So I don't have gray. So we're gonna start with um, some black that we can sort of color down to. Luckily for his eyes, I think that's fine. Like he says, he uses blue tack, which is on a small bottle. Blue tack's widely used. All bookstores for cheap. Faber Castell. Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna go with a bit of gray. Those are just for the eyes, just to get that started. How can I protect my laptop from being covered with there. Okay, cool. And I can even now extend that a little bit. And Armin. All right, good enough. Good enough. Get the black out first. So just the tiniest of drops. We're going to slightly, hopefully, darken that more with some intense blue. Hopefully that darkens. I'm not very sure. We shall find out. Come on. Okay. All right. I won't be using any. Well, really crappy brush. There's strands that are coming out. I need to buy a better brush. Right. Huh. That kind of is okay. It is on the light. It's a lot like gray, right? That's kind of like his body more. So maybe that could be the body color, like a lighter version of that. So one more black, gray, just to bring that back down. There you go. I think that's kind of the color I want. It's too much color, to be honest. I know, and I'm just I have this big. Hang on, guys. There you go. I have this gigantic. There, modifying the brush real time. All right, let's paint the eyes. I need the the focus on here. All right, hang on. Let me just do that again. I'm gonna solo that. I'm gonna go out of the frame. Alrighty. Nope, that was a bad idea. That does not help. I still need to go up close, which is fine. We're gonna cover that anyway. Let's go back to this. There. Zoom that out. Okay. Paint the other eye. That one's a lot. But I kind of need to actually go inside. And now we gotta do this because I can't see close enough. And I gotta go in. It looks really sad. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so now we're gonna turn that color. Get some water, dilute that, add some blue again. Do I want blue? Yeah, I think I want blue. Ooh, that is too much water. All right, that's not gonna gray out. That is not gonna gray out. It looks like blue green. Like that. It looks like blue green. Doesn't look like green. Okay, and I don't want. What happens if I add brown? This is set up for the flesh color. Let's see if this helps out. And kind. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. We got our color. There we go. See, I planned that. Right. Okay. So now we're just gonna be painting the rest the body and the ears with sort of this gray blue color. All right. I think my paint is too thick. That is a cute gray though. It is green, actually. For in my eyes, a little bit more green than blue. Oops, I just painted his shirt, which should be a bright blue. This is a funky color. Weird blue green of sorts. And for some reason, my brush is still going. That just means I put too much paint on it. Sorry if I have to shut up from time to time, guys. Because of things like that. Because there are these spots inside that you just want to get to, but you're scared that you're just gonna mess everything up. That is some funky blue green color that I've made. So weird. But at least in the camera it looks bluish. And in real life, it's 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 funky. It's a fun color though. I kind of like it. Just funky. I think we need to slightly with that. Wala, I'm still waiting for the new Philippine Dados wet paint merch that just dropped. The preview just dropped. You guys get to watch that? That was fun. Alrighty. Okay. It's Tommy. It's a really funky color. I know I don't need to be painting those, but I want to. And his hand. He still has some nails, and I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna highlight those. She'll find out. So a few spots I need to touch that. Alrighty, that's I think there's some coverage there. Let's put it down. Yes, can better appreciate what Mikey says. It's okay, Ron. Sabi nga ni Kuya Bob Ross, there are no mistakes in painting, only happy accidents. And also, two thin coats is always better than one thick coat. Yep, but I'm lazy. So it's like, that's fine. No, but agree. I just am not confident in sort of going at the miniature multiple times, if that makes sense. Where it's like, I'm not sure if I can do that again, kind of like mentality. Um, so, yeah. All right. Next up is we're going to paint his shirt, which is going to be a brighter blue. I am just because of what I did with the sort of blue green color that he has now. I kind of want to give that blue sort of a red tinge. So what I'm gonna do is start with the blue base uh, color, maybe one more drop because I'm gonna be mixing, and I have some sort of bright red here. It is a bad nozzle though, so yeah, use a different brush now, just so the other one can continue with its work. Get a little bit of water just to thin that out a little bit. Okay. All right. Now I need to remove my glasses again because my eyes can't see. And I have some, yeah, and um, some of the hairs of the thing was protruding. All right. Let's color up his shirt. See, and this is where I just don't see how they can keep such a magnificent line. Uh, My hands can't keep the line, and I just end up with hitting where I've already been. And you can see my paint marks there. we're gonna touch that up. Eh, oh no, I'm painting the his mallet, and apparently that's not his. Okay, let me just paint the edge of his shirt, just so we can finish that off. And yes, the other side of the shirt. Okay, so while that is happening, I am going to go back a little bit to the. How do you reach into that? There. So once I've done like some sort of base coat color, I kind of just cheat with a wet, uh, using the same palette, the same color, come back in, but with a wetter brush, and sort of just have that blend in the rest of the color. And that kind of gives me the rest of the coverage. Hi, Sir Freddy. Bob Ross. Happy little. I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with what I'm doing. Uh, Pwede na yan. Just like what my title said. Uh, Speaking of pwede na yan, I am now thinking, should I be painting the base already? Do I want his base to have like some sort of contrast with him? Just make him pop more? Not entirely sure. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so I need some sort of brown for his mallet. And then some metal stuff, but I don't have a metal color with me, so I'm just gonna go with the brown. There's some sort of lining that I have to deal with. I have no idea yet how to do that. I think the way they do this is in reverse. The colors that are inside goes first. Um, so I'm gonna try to do a trim there from the inside of yellow. Wash it with yellow. Should I do that or just brown it and then wash later on? No, I think I want it to have more definition with the mallet. So I'm gonna go with the yellow earlier so that as they sort of wash, um, and hopefully that Good evening, Clint. Yes, painting the inner color first. Thank you, sir. Para nagsuot ka ng damit. Inner wear muna. Yeah. Yep. So I've done that with the inner colors. Now I'm dealing with this mallet, and the mallet has this sort of ridge lining that I'm not confident that I can actually paint with lines. So I'm thinking of just cheating and um, uh, paint it sort of yellow around, and then come back with brown for the rest of the wood mallet. Um, that way, I end up with some sort of gold trimming, and then maybe just hit it later on with a dry brush. We shall find out. And I have some really crappy ass brush here. This is one of my crappiest brushes. Hey, Glenn, this is from Stuffed Fables. Yes, the minis are adorable. And it is also why I have been pushing this back for so long because they are really adorable. And I'm just afraid I'm just going to mess them up so bad. Huh. Only way, one way to find out. Let's go. It's not sticking. Plan is I kind of leave that inside. It's a wash, and it's gonna drip and sort of form some sort of lighter color, and then I'm gonna come in with the proper brown or tan. How do I do brown? I got tan here and black. I'm guessing that's how I'm gonna do wood. Do I need some sort of other color for wood to come out as wood? Wood brown, white. So it's like a light wood. Yes, that is true. I can always paint over them. So we're gonna. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I can work this color up. So I'm gonna add a couple of drops of brown to my original yellow there. So I started with the yellow, and maybe I should mix that up first. Okay, I use this probably, and then a little bit of black. Sorry, black. So don't worry about messing up. Yes, I have this thing, smelly cleaner. I am so lazy. I've done the mistakes and I didn't go back. I just said, I just let go. That's how I fixed my problem. It's okay. There. That's fine. All right, let's see what color comes out. It is not wood. Well, it has sort of a plant feel to it. So we need a bit more brown. It's not brown. That's my problem. And then a bit more black. Hopefully that helps out. Otherwise, I'm going to abandon that and just do a black and brown. Is that brown enough? Kinda. Kinda. It's some sort of brown. The inner part is brown of sorts. All right. Oh, I don't think this is the right brush. Let's make it the right brush. All right. Cool. Let's go in. See. Start with the back. Oh gosh. That is a bad brush. That is definitely not the brush I want to use for that one. That does not work. Where's my glasses? But do I have any better brushes? I have to use the one I use for blue. Where is the blue one? Okay. Add red. You are correct, sir. Let's add red. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh no. I'm not it. The red is too stark. It's kind of woodish, red, brown of sorts. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, going back in. You know what? Once it's painted in, it is so much better. That is the color. And of course, whatever my original idea was didn't really work. So I'm just gonna paint that over, and that's fine. You know, sometimes when I would paint these, I actually can't see what I'm painting, and I'm just approximating what I'm hitting because my eyes can't see enough inside. Come on, go inside those crevices. Paint doesn't want to fall inside the thing. I have to. Of course, I'm going to hit escape. Oh well, good enough. Okay, So let's retouch. Where is where's my blue painter thing? Oops, this guy, I think. Is my blue? Can I still recover some here? Yep, I can still revive some of it. So I'm just gonna touch up sort of the colors that I lost. Um, okay, so now there, I think I would have to do some sort of dry brush thing just so I can. I think the red ones applied really looks like wood. Now, here's the thing that I do, and I don't know if this is an Apple technique. So I'll go in and sort of like really wet it. And then, of course, the details are going to go away. And then I brush them off. I don't know if that's an actual thing. It's kind of like texturizing my paint with a brush that wasn't. It's like me wiping off, and hopefully that gives me that illusion of the form. All right. So just painting the ears. I'm gonna paint the ears pink. Hi, Michael. Mm, and some pink. And I'm gonna dab a little bit of that brown wood color and mix it down with our pink just to sort of take the same sort of underlying color. Need more wash. Yes, we will. I'll do the wash later. But yes, don't mind me. I am not entirely sure if I know what I'm doing. It is too wet. Ah, it's too wet. So, commit na. Ganun eh. Humapag na. It's too wet. Oh gosh. Yeah, I can still wipe them. Now I'm using my hands. That was a bad idea. Yeah, that was a really terrible idea. Ah, where's my green paint? While that pink is drying, let me see if I can just salvage this a little bit. I should have let it dry first. Okay, so I'm gonna have to touch up the blue again and then do a better version of that paint because it is too wet. But I am messing up my laptop. There, that's better. But I have to somehow clean up the one in here. All right, it's good enough. Oh, still feels a little bit better. Okay, all right. Let's re- recover that blue. Nope. That's good. This one. See if we can clean up that patch. Which one works? Ooh, that's an interesting technique. There we go. Okay. Disaster slightly averted. Slightly. Okay. All right. Now, I think we just need that metal piece and some washes. I don't know yet what to do with the wash. I'm gonna try because the mini is already quite dark, so I'm gonna see if I can just use something else. Okay, it's getting somewhere. All right, let us. What is this? This is top coat. So I only have green. We got the primer, should be using that. And white. I guess that's the best we can do for this sort of steel part. I don't have any other use for the brown, so I don't know, maybe let's just see, shake first. Change palette area. Alright, so some white. Mm, that one. I want to use the blue one. This was our pink. Are we still touching up the pink? Nope. I think I'm good with pink. So hold on. Makes you grab a bit of that brownish thing. Yeah, I guess that will be. Will do. I think. Okay. So and that. Don't need the back of the mallet to be. Maybe. Why not? Only problem is whenever I do that, I always end up overpainting it. So you pivot, you change plans. Okay, we shall find out. Art. That's that color. I don't know what the color of the base. Hi, Louis. Don't worry, I'll be here for a while. I'm just testing out the rig and see if it kind of works. I'm still the feed is not fast enough. Maybe if I'm looking at the live feed from here, then I can use it as a zoom for what I'm doing. Uh, but yeah, this one, the the zoom lens attached to the mobile camera helps out already in getting the details, but it has a focal length there. So yeah. So okay, I think we're about to finish up. I am just debating what his floor would be. And what I've seen with the other people that they've done so far is sort of like cut the floor in half and sort of draw. We're gonna go back to those sort of lines that he has. And I'm not sure if I want to do pink there or white. I don't think I have the muscle precision to do that. Um, so we're gonna go for that color, and we're just gonna start building up again that blue gray base. Blue and Some black again. Do I want that? Or I want him bright as the bottom? Because his color is quite muted already. Like very droopy. Although he looks like droopy. Let me see. What does that make? What does this make? It makes sort of light light grayish thing. Yeah, you can use that as the base, just so we have something a little bit brighter. Okay. So, ooh, that is the same color. Nope, that was a bad idea. So I gotta make you lighter. That is light already, but somehow with the there we go. There we go. I think that's a lot better color. There we go. Hmm. That works. Perfect. I'm painting that blue. No. Where's my brown? My brown. Can I still touch it up? Oh, wait. Maybe I can brush you up. Some. So, let's try. There we go. Sort of. Okay. Good enough. Pwede na yan. All right. All right. Okay. So, that's drying. I now need to decide whether I'm actually going to try to paint those stitches. I'm not sure if I want to. I don't think I have enough precision to do it. Can I? I don't think I can. Well, we shall find out. Like what people said, if it doesn't work, you can just paint over it. So, hmm, maybe if I wash it, it's gonna drip onto it. That's the. I always think if I put more water, it's fine, but then it's gonna drip on it. Then it becomes a problem. So, so oh gosh, how do you guys balance yourself here? Man, Ron, get a better brush. Note to self. This would be a lot simpler if you have a better brush. It's kind of working. Wag madaliin. I'm talking myself out of like just sort of running through it quickly and just one mistake messing things up. How do I have this task thing? I want to paint. Okay, now how the hell do I hold that one? Nope, that was a bad idea. Still a bad idea. Let's get some paint first. Let's rearrange that brush. Okay. Okay, 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 that survived. Di ba? Di ba, sir? Letter brush. Ipilit eh. Lesada eh. 49 pesos, 10. Parang hindi naman. Mga ano yun? 200 pesos yata, 10. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this dry a little bit and sort of brighten it up with some dry brush, and we're gonna try to do that. Um, Hi Evan. Uh, oh, the stitches look cute. Um, so I'm now debating how I want to dry brush this guy because do I want to do? I'm not sure if I actually want to do a wash. There's not a lot of details that I need to sort of create shadows for. So I'm not entirely sure if doing a black watered down would make it pop. But I think some grading on like some pinks, some to sort of just brighten up the shade and give me some movement would help. So we're gonna try that. So I have some crappy brush here. You can see with random colors on it. Another crappy brush that isn't supposed to be for airbrushing, dry brushing. I need tissue. Come on. Alrighty. So I'm gonna try first with the body with some pink uh, to sort of highlight, you know, edges, but with the pink color, just because it looks he's so muted, and I want some brighter colors on him. So we're gonna try some really neon fluorescent pink. Maybe. Okay. So, all right. It seems to be. You see, it's kind of doing something. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I dried it too much. Oh, it's doing something. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. It's kind of what I want. Oh gosh. See those things. Like it has a lining of sorts. I'm not gonna paint that. No way, man. Not enough skills. Alright. Good. Oops. I'm so wet. So it's gonna give him some blush or her. Yeah. Some tummy movement. Okay. So I kind of brighten him up a little bit. And now we're gonna hit that more with a bit more white. I think I do want to wash the mallet. So the mallet, I think we could wash. Where is luck? There's luck. Kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. Oh no, my blue, my blue base has just been dirtied. Where's my? Uh, Pinamadali kasi. Ngayon naman na, tinamaan naman sa inyo. Nope, that's not gonna do anything. Okay. Bago pa masira lalo. Let's just Yeah, sometimes because white on tissue paper, you can't see it. So I would just try to. um, that was a bad idea. Yep. Gosh, I messed that up. Let's just see if I can. Where's the green? Exactly. Oh, that wasn't the green. So hopefully this kind of blends that back to something that's workable. All right. Okay. I think I've done enough damage. Let's just wait for it to dry and let's see how it came up. About maybe a touch more. In there. Okay. 1 hour, 30 minutes. It's a wet, but this is sort of our weird final product. Um, Kind of got washed a little bit. Maybe should I do the? Maybe I can re-highlight those peaks. Um, it looks a little bit better with sort of how it became like a shirt of sorts. Hopefully that blends out fine. Kind of retouch his eyes because the eyes just kind of look the same. Maybe I can do the black for the eyes. Cool. He became creepier, but that's good. Alrighty. As I've mentioned, I think that's enough damage. Uh, and those, maybe some hands. All right. So there you have it. Uh, Actually, let me just let that dry a little bit. If you guys find that interesting, uh, we can schedule this next time. That's the next mini to be painted. I need to do one last bit, which is I'm gonna be putting a top coat. Right, top coat. How do you guys deal with all of the crummy paint that gets left on your palette? I scrub them out, but it just feels like a chore every time. All right, so top coat. You you don't need too much of it, from what I've experienced. Actually, if you put too much, what happens is you end up putting some white globs of top coat. Scratching it off, it's like tearing off a scab. Weirdly satisfying. Stuff on the palette usually stays forever. I find it too much of a hassle to actually remove. I know what you mean. Uh, in the beginning, I was like scrubbing them and trying to maintain a clean palette. After a while, di na po. Okay na po yan. Alright. It's not great. I messed up the last part. I dry brush with a wet brush and then started streaking. That's kind of what happened, and just sort of salvaged it with more weird washy stuff. So at the moment, I am applying a top coat. Again, a brush on the top coat because my condominium wouldn't allow me to do this any other way. All right. That is our mini and it's still drying. Let's look back at that in a bit. Um, Maggie says, this is all good, my dude. Pwede na yan painting for tabletop with wash is already more than the bare minimum. I know. And the sort of uh, having just having that contrast of color and then being able to like spot your mini from afar because if it's just the washes or the typical um, stuff that you have for minis, you normally can't spot the. It's harder to sort of see where your mini is because of just like everything is gray anyway. So even with a wash, so they started out like that. So maybe it's still drying, but there you have it. There is Droopy. I forgot her name, but uh, she carries a big mallet, and I think I think it turned out okay, except for that sort of weird streaks that I ended up in the end because I mistakenly um, dried brush with a still wet brush, so I ended up with that streak on her tummy. But you can still. The goal is to be able to spot it. That's the real mini is actually this. It's just this. That's why I'm looking for ways to make the color pop a little more, because the mini, more often than not, is gonna be spotted from above because that's how you play the board game. Unlike miniature war games where you sort of are looking from afar, this is the main vantage point. Maybe a little bit like this. That's it. Most of the time, looking at the top of your mini, and that's all the time we have. Thank you everyone for testing this out with me and not judging me too much for messing up so bad. But as I mentioned, pwede na yan. And hopefully, for the ones who have been watching and the ones who will be watching in the future, hopefully this inspires you to try painting out. It is not as intimidating as you think. And if you make mistakes, that's what Bob Ross says, happy little mistakes, it's fine. It creates character for your mini. That is yours. It is how you painted and how you sort of envisioned. And if it didn't turn out fine, it's still a fun story uh, to tell your friends. And as long as this you made it your own, I think it's already more than enough for a new way to enjoy the many board games that we have accumulated over the years. If you are a fan of miniatures and haven't started painting, this is the way to go. Thank you, everyone who has stayed for the show. This has been Ron Villaver. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye, everyone.